KSI versus Logan Paul. The biggest event in YouTube history. The boxing match that will take place on August 25th and watched by an estimated audience of over 100 million. 100 million people. Listen, every YouTuber on here has had their opinions on the fight, has thrown their 2 pence at it and shared their thoughts. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. Okay? Thank you very much. If you are new here, guys, if you are new on this channel,
hello.
My name is Adam, and thank you so much for joining me today. And if you want to subscribe, that is class. The first question I ask myself on this fight is, who do I want to win? Easy. I want KSI to win. Few reasons. First reason being that I just don't like Logan at all. I'll get into that in a second. But I want KSI to win because I've watched him for years and years and years. I just think he's a cool dude and I like him. If you're going to sit there and take offense to me slagging off Logan Paul, I don't give a fuck. Okay? Just putting that out there. In my opinion, along with thousands of others, Logan Paul is the single worst thing to ever happen to YouTube since its creation. Okay? Number of reasons. One being the situation that happened in the Japan suicide forest. I know it's old news, I'm not going to get into it, but it's an example. Two, to abusing the cultures of countries he's visited by running around Japan dressed as a Pokemon and just being a dickhead to people around the streets and just being very, very disrespectful. The guy's just so fake. He is so fake and transparent. And I understand as a kid watching him, you may love him and want to be like Logan, but trust me, when you get older, when you mature a little, you will be able to see right through the fake. That's just the prick that he is. Him and his dweeb of a brother, don't like him either, both 2 arseholes. A quick disclaimer on this side of the screen here, okay? I'm not saying to not aspire to be as successful as Logan Paul, because he is successful as hell. Now, before I get into who I think will win the fight, I need to go over something. Let's just talk about how all this came to be. All this shit that's gone on in YouTube recently over the past 2 years. Let's look at the transition YouTube's went through. Over the past 2 years, YouTubers have been squashing beef in a number of ways. Okay, the first way, diss tracks. I don't know whether it was like the start of 2016 this all started, but it was many moons ago. Okay, these diss tracks started to come out. My god, did I hate them. They were atrocious. They got views, which is obviously the main driving point behind people doing YouTube. That's why you do it, because you need to get views. You want to get views on the videos you put out. So these big creators are seeing other creators create these diss tracks about other YouTubers, so then they were firing back with their own lyrics, with their own diss tracks. This went on back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. There were so many. It was, what's the word? Hogus. I think hogus is a good word to describe it. Until Joe Weller decided to change it up. No more diss tracks. No more awful lyrics. No more ears bleeding. Okay? He decided to do a boxing event against his friend Malfoy. His name is not Malfoy, but he looks like him. And I don't know whether they had some play beef with each other, you know, and they had this boxing event just to get it out of the way, to show like, oh, I'm better than you at this, I'm better than you at boxing. It's just as a laugh. But it generated a lot of positive feedback and a lot of views. So when something generates a lot of feedback, a lot of positivity, a lot of views, a trend starts. So after this was done, I can't remember whether it was KSI or whether it was Joe that challenged one another. Either way, they were scheduled to have a boxing fight at the start of last year. It started this year. And obviously with the 2 guys having a fucking huge following online, this, again, was going to generate a lot of views, a lot of attention, a lot of faces were going to be watching this. The build-up lasted months. The fight happened, KSI won by stoppage. It was a hammering. After the fight is when KSI called out either one of the Paul brothers.
If any YouTuber wants it, you can come get it. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Any of the pools, I don't care. Bring it.
Jake, being the little pussy that he is, no, I can't fight him. He'd beat me. Big brother Logan, can you fight him for me? Because I don't think I can do it. I don't want to get hurt. Logan was the one to carry the flag for the Paul brothers. That was a quick story time of how YouTube transitioned from cringy diss tracks to having boxing matches and sorting out beef the manly way. I hope you enjoyed this story time. Now, this is the part that hurts me. It really hurts me. And before I get into this, I just want to let you know again that I want KSI to win. I am backing KSI to the hilt, but I'm giving my honest opinion. The hard question I have to ask myself is, who do I think will win the goddamn fight? This is the one I'm scared of because I genuinely think Logan is going to win. Growing up, Logan was into wrestling. He'd done a lot of wrestling in high school, college, blah blah blah. And he dabbled in MMA as well. And according to his wrestling coach, he was very, very, very good. He excelled at boxing, and he could have took it further. I'll show you a few clips of him wrestling and what his coach had to say.
Obviously, extremely excited. The state send-off is a highlight of my year every year because it's fun to see all your students before you go, and they get you really excited and super pumped. I'd say last year, it being my second year, just made it all the better, and I'm just happy that I could do it again without any injuries or anything.
His coach has high praise for Logan, who carries a 4.7 GPA.
Intense, very, very aggressive. He's very coachable. He's a leader. He's tenacious. He doesn't stop.
Listen, I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking, oh,
Logan's done wrestling. That's not anything to do with boxing. They're two different sports.
but this is where experience comes into it. Logan has grown up in the fight atmosphere, okay, where there's crowds watching you fight another person. He's going to be better at controlling that and being in that situation, I think, than KSI is. Even though the last fight the KSI had, there was a lot of people watching it, like a fucking shitload of people were watching it. I think Logan Paul will be better prepared for it, better prepped, and you know, it's in terms of preparation mentally, I think Logan Paul will have the upper hand. The second reason I think Logan Paul will win this fight is his physicality credentials, okay? He's a big dude. 6'2", he's got a longer reach, he's bigger and taller in general, and I'm going to say he's stronger than KSI, or JJ, whatever you want to call him. I know you're probably thinking,
Oh, just because he's stronger doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be a better fighter.
I know, but it will benefit him, especially them both not being professional fighters. It's, you know, if you're stronger and you are in the same kind of league, same kind of skill bracket as your opponent, it will benefit you. And the third reason I think Logan Paul is going to win this fight is emotion. In my opinion, I think JJ is far too emotional coming into this fight. I think he has too much hate, and I think he's got too much confidence, and I know you should be confident going into any fight that you're scheduled to fight, but let's be serious for a second. KSI has had one boxing match his entire life. He doesn't have a fight background. In the fight against Joe Weller, it was easy. It was so easy. Do you know why? Because he hardly got touched. And hardly getting touched in a fight that you won will give you so much confidence. It'll give you too much confidence that it means that if you go into the next fight, this one against Logan, and if Logan has the power that he looks like he has, if he connects with a right hook to the chin or an uppercut, it could be curtains. Or if it doesn't knock you out, it's certainly going to knock the confidence clean out of you, and you're going to think, oh shit, this is what it's like to get hit hard. I could be beat, and then you start to doubt yourself. And this is what I mean by having too much confidence, because you have too much confidence to lose, if you get me. It'll just all go, and you will go from being up here, from a smack in the chin, to down here and doubting yourself and thinking, I've lost this. It really sounds like I'm rooting for Logan Paul, but I swear to God, I'm not. I really want him to get hammered. I would love the bell to ring, ding ding, JJ to prance over to him, Logan Paul dazed, and for, I don't know why he's dazed, but for JJ to hit him an uppercut to the chin and to go flying over the ropes. Would love it. But I have to be honest with my own opinion, don't I? So, that's been my opinion, guys, and that's what I think is going to happen. I hope it doesn't. I hope I'm completely wrong. I hope I look back in this video in a few weeks and think, oh, he was just talking shite. But again, that's just my opinion, and I feel like that's the way it's going to go. It hurts. It does, because I hate them. I hate them both. They're a disease. What do you guys think? Who do you want to win? What way do you think it's going to go? Let me know in the comments box below. That would be cool. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you could, remember to leave a like and comment on the video if you want, and also subscribe. That would be so nice of you. I hope you all have a good day, guys. It's currently lashing here. It's raining really heavily, which is shit because our summer's over. Lasted about 2 weeks. Great, back to shit, no Irish weather. I hope you all have a good day, guys. Good weekend. See you later.